Clearly, in this case, time was a great iron. Hey guys, welcome to my living room.
It's really coming down today.
Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Erin. I love buying plants. I love discussing plants. Consider subscribing so you don't have any plant FOMO. In the last couple of videos, we've talked about some plants that are maybe deemed as difficult. In my eyes, the whole idea about plants is having something that makes us feel good, that we get positive feedback mechanism. We take care of the plant, it continues to grow, put out leaves and inflorescence. Let's keep going and make more leaves. So it's kind of a bummer when that doesn't work out. So I would like to discuss some very easy, non-dramatic plants that maybe look intimidating, but are actually not. Let's go back in time almost a year ago to the Ecuagenera pop-up at Rainforest Flora, which is in Torrance, California. Now, if you've ever been to Rainforest Flora, it is a nursery that actually seems like a beautiful botanical garden. There is a koi pond and it is a vibe. And when you walk in, you're hit with this wall of humidity. They happen to have this Ecuagenera pop-up, which was a frenzy of beautiful plants. But one of the plants that I got on that haul was the Anthurium Pallidiflorum. I don't think I actually did a video for it. I remember feeling exhausted by acclimating so many plants. This plant, it looked a little beat up. Like it looked like it had seen some. The leaves were crumpled looking, but this plant has literally given me zero problems. Just like any of your other typical Anthurium, it's gonna need, God, I hate saying it, some bright indirect light. It's not gonna go directly in the sun. It's not gonna like that. It doesn't like a dark room. Bright indirect light is funny because it encompasses something in the middle. And I'll give you a better idea of what that means for this plant, which I will show you right now. Oh, here's my home goods price tag once again. Here it is. 1 year later, all 3 of these leaves are actually mine. Sometimes when you get a new plant, you're gonna lose a couple of leaves as it acclimates to your environment. And I think I lost most of them. One I actually physically knocked off on accident, just being a brute. This is my newest guy here. This is already getting massive and it just keeps going. It's a non-stop growing machine. Here's where the latest leaf is going to come out. It's got this adorable little dewdrop here. It's always looking joyous. As each subsequent leaf came out, it just grew in long and straight. The crinkly leaves that it came with, it must have been crowded where it was before. Clearly, in this case, time was a great iron, just giving me the most joy, the least fuss. I have kept him in the mix that this came in. I think I perhaps added a little bit of coconut chips, but this is pumice, sphagnum moss. That's about it. I water it once a week-ish. If I forget to water it that time span, it doesn't fuss, it doesn't yellow, it doesn't get particularly crispy. This is not really a crisper, which is also nice. This is a great plant for the positive feedback loop. Another thing that makes this plant cool is the fact that it transitions really easily into pon. So what plants transition easily into pon without shriveling up and dying, getting root rot? I feel like an alocasia loves pon, but as far as Anthurium go, if you are not an experienced pon grower, you want to give an Anthurium a try, this one is great. And here's an example of why. So this is my pon Anthurium Pallidiflorum. This guy has been in pon for almost exactly 3 months. I bought it online, acclimated it in water and a little bit of very dilute liquid fertilizer for about a week, and then I stuck it into pon. This is Lechuza pon. There are knockoffs online that don't have exactly the same, but mostly the same components, which are zeolite, pumice, lava rock, and then some kind of slow release fertilizer. This fertilizer is going to be good on its own for about 6 months, and then you'll have to supplement with a liquid fertilizer or some kind of fertilizer of your choosing. I still use Super Thrive fertilizer in addition to what's on here. You don't have to, certainly. I put the roots in water, let it hang out for about a week, and then just did a thin layer about this much of the pon in the bottom of the pot, filled it up around with the pon. This is its first leaf, but it is the longest. It looks perfect. This leaf already came with the plant, and we already see here, this is where the next guy is coming out. So it just keeps going. This plant is non-stop. It's winter. It doesn't care. Pon is a great choice for the Anthurium Pallidiflorum, and a Pallidiflorum is a great choice of a plant in general. If you want to have like strappy Anthurium kind of up in your mix, I think this really adds something. So this is a really fun one to watch grow, because some of your other Anthurium might go a bit dormant, they might slow down their growth, and that's a bit boring sometimes. So if you still love enjoying an explosion of growth, then this might be your guy. But while we're on strap Anthurium, about 6 or 7 months ago, I posted a video about my Anthurium Wendlingeri that I got from Rousseau Plant Care, and my friend here wanted to know, where is she now? How is this plant doing? So here is my little Anthurium Wendlingeri, and I'll show a video and some pictures of when I got him and he was a little baby. I think I just had these little top leaves here. But this was another one that just does not seem to slow down. So now these leaves, these big ones here, are about 7 inches long. This one, and then this is my newest one here. And this is my newest leaf here. When I got it initially from Tyler at Rousseau Plant Care, it was in a little, I think like couple inch pot. The advice was to repot immediately, which I did. So I put it in, this is actually just in orchid mix from my local big box store. I think I added, there's a little bit of perlite in here. So just orchid mix and perlite, and that's it. And this seems to be really happy. This is another one that doesn't seem to get overly fussy about when I water it or how much I water it. Obviously, it's a very, very quick draining mix. Let's see what's happening here. There's not a whole lot to see here. As far as roots go, I can't really see anything. So I think we're definitely not root bound, not going to be any repotting happening anytime soon. So the leaves have, in a span of about 6 months, they have doubled. I've not lost any leaves. There's been no crisping, no yellowing, no pest prone issues. This is price point wise a little bit, I think, pricier than the Anthurium Pallidiflorum, at least what I have had accessibility to. Like I said, I bought this from Tyler at Rousseau Plant Care, whose plants are known to be grown in ambient conditions. There's not really anything crazy as far as providing enough humidity. He tries to grow these plants so they make excellent house plants, which this one has. As far as its proximity to the grow light, it is a couple of feet away. I'll show you. So the little Wendlingeri here is sitting about roughly 2 feet away from the grow light, kind of catching it on the periphery. This Pallidiflorum is just a little bit over 2 feet below the grow light, but it has more of a direct view of it. So I feel like just because of the light, the way the light hits it, it's not surprising to me that this has been such a quick grower. Oh, and look at this Anthurium regal is still looking okay. Miraculously, I don't know how this happened. I cannot see one single iota of a root here. This tells me it's just happy in here, growing away. I'm not going to have to be repotting anytime soon. It just keeps working hard, putting out these strappy leaves. Now, Tyler has the most infamously cool Wendlingeri. That plant is for sure the reason I wanted to collect this plant in the first place. The leaves are as tall as he is. Those inflows puts out is a corkscrew shape. It's really cool. I've never seen anything like it. If you're looking for some drama as far as a strappy Anthurium, this is a really easy one to start out with. This one and the Pallidiflorum. Go ahead and get yourself one. And if you are wanting to try something in pond, Anthurium Pallidiflorum. Great choice for pond. I can't say that I've tried this one, but kind of cool. There's my update on my Wendlingeri. Doing great, super happy. And then these Pallidiflorums seem to be sizing up a little bit quicker, although granted the leaves were not these little tiny peanut leaves that I had with this one. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you the biggest leaf energy. I hope this one keeps sizing up. I love it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't have any plant FOMO. Until then, see you next time, guys.